out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. He's going to win the football game.
Like, your 1v1 against Mitch and Ron. The first one is the moon fake. It's got to be the alligator.
Fucking alligator.
I don't know how much an alligator weighs. Let's say an alligator weighs 400 pounds. I don't know, dude. That fucker weighs 4 tons. I don't know. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Kane, here on the TKT podcast. Travis and TJ are not here. We have been absent for the last couple of weeks simply because we are nearing that move date for Travis and TJ. So this week, I figured I'd bring you not necessarily a solo episode, but it's the first time we haven't had all three TKT employees, partners, co-founders, and presidentes on the podcast this season for season 2. We've been doing our best to keep all three of us on here. But with this Friday, by the time this episode comes out, they will be here that night. So I want to bring this episode. It's just me and Haley. It's our first guest of season 2. Haley, welcome back on the podcast. It's been a while since we've had any guests, and you, I think, are the most featured. I think we've had you on...
This will be
3. Is this 3 or 4?
This is 3.
Because I think we had 2 solo episodes with you on, and you've obviously been featured a couple times outside of that. But
maybe it's 4. I don't know.
I think this is like the 4th like full length episode that you've been a part of. But the 3rd feature film, if you will. The trilogy will be complete after this. And again, like, it's just going to be a life update episode. We're really excited to have Travis and TJ down here, a.k.a. T Squared. Part of the TKT gang. We'll reunite in a couple days for the first time since Thanksgiving and the first time for a long time together, more than just a weekend or something. So I'm pretty excited about that. What's going on? Like, it's been 3 weeks since they've seen me, but it's been almost a year probably since they've seen you. What's going on? What's new? How's it been? How's life? How was your week? Let's start there.
My week has been pretty, basic. I haven't really done much. I've just been going to work in the past year. I don't remember if I think I was still in leasing when I was last on this, and then I got promoted to assistant manager, and then I was promoted to the property manager. So
yeah,
now
big dick balling now. Yeah.
Now I run the
boss.
show, so it's basically just learning a lot of that. I was promoted in November, so it's been five months?
Yeah, I think that's 5.
I think that's 5 months,
Quick
yeah.
maths. Mayfield maths.
You
quick
know.
maths.
Property manager.
You've done really well. I'm super proud of you, obviously, and I'm sure everybody else that listens is. We've been through a lot since the last time you were on. We've changed property since you've been on.
Yep.
I've changed 3 jobs technically.
Yep.
Because of the whole transition from the car business to leasing, and then my property went to a different company, and then I left that company to go back to Cushman, and now we're at a different property. So
Yep.
technically it's been 3 jobs.
It's
but
definitely
really
a lot
2.
better than the original property
Yeah,
you were
and
at.
that's nothing against the property or the team that I was
Yeah.
with, even though, hey, we weren't the best, but the property owners weren't great. I'm not going to name who it is, but they fucking suck, and I hope I
Yep.
never have to encounter them in my life again,
Yep.
because they're terrible people and terrible owners.
Yep.
Don't give a fuck them. That's pretty much it, but let's before we get too deep into the jobs and stuff, let's get into T Squared coming down.
Yes, I'm very excited.
How excited are you? Give me your in-depth thought. In low-key, I should have pooped before we started recording this podcast.
Well, when it was first, they've been wanting to move down here for what?
I feel like we've been talking about it since the
it's
start
been-
of the podcast.
It's been, a year or 2 now
Yeah.
that they've been talking about moving down, and now they're actually doing it. So it was kind of, when they first mentioned it again, I was a little skeptical of them moving down, and I was like, I don't know. I don't want to,
And granted, though, they've had a lot going on, in
Yeah.
their lives in those 2 years. This isn't oh, damn, I dropped my rubber band. They've had, a lot of things going on in terms of life, just like we have. We were fortunate enough to take the jump when we were able to take it to Tennessee. And they're finally there. At least I'm hoping. We haven't been told of any changes over the last couple
Supposed to be
days.
in 2 days.
So we're hoping we're good to go. Like I said, this will pretty much come out when they're on the drive here, I think. Depending on when they leave. This will be like, they'll be able to listen to us talk about them coming here while they're on the way here.
Yep.
And I'm really pumped, man. I miss my friends. One of the biggest struggles I had when we first moved here was I felt so alone, like outside of you. I had friends, but like we weren't able to like have people over. We weren't like happy where we lived, and we didn't want to show it off to anybody other than family. It just wasn't a place that we were super proud of, but it was a place that we're proud of now because it got us to where we are. And it's a place that I don't want to say it's a huge part of our story. We only lived there for about 10 months, but it's a place that was affordable for us to get to where we needed to be in order to be successful down here, at least for now. And I'm happy that they don't have to go through like what I went through mentally, and it's still going to be really tough. They're still going to be away from family, but at least they have two people down here that they already personally know. They're not coming down here with not knowing anybody or hardly knowing anybody and having to get to know all new people. And even though they will, they do still have us as like a starting point, as a like a group, if you will, because we're going to introduce them to our friends and the Saturday. So this Saturday, they get here Friday night. This Saturday, we're going to have a party, and it's going to be super fun. We're having not all of our friends, but most of our friends here come down and at least meet them and greet them and have a nice welcome party. We're going to make some food. We're going to just have a good time, have some drinks, and have them get acclimated to kind of how it is down here, and then just do a couple things the first days they're here. So what is your thought process behind everything? What are some things that you want to introduce them to, some things that you want to do, things like that?
I think some things that I want to introduce them to, definitely Jack Brown's. I definitely want to take them into the city and what?
Nothing to talk, bro.
Oh, you started laughing.
Yeah.
I want to make sure. I definitely want to take them into the city. I want them to experience Broadway. I mean, if they want to, of course. I want them to kind of...
Fuck what they want. This is about what we want. Okay?
Okay.
We're talking about what we want for them.
Right. I don't know. I just want them to, like, experience it all. Like, I want to go to a hockey game because the Preds are playing still.
That shit's just so expensive. Like,
I know.
Anthony's been to a couple games recently, like, within the last couple weeks.
He went to one last
like,
night.
Yeah, no, I was like, damn, y'all go every night now or something? Like, that shit's expensive to go to a hockey game now. Like, when we first came down here, it was not that bad.
No. Well, I do want them to go at some point. Definitely want them to go to a Titans game. I want them... what's the other thing they have here?
Sounds.
Yeah, we can go to. I don't even think me and you have been to a Sounds. Well, we went to. I think we went to
college
one.
games. We went to Liberty and someone else.
Game. And then I think it'd be fun to go to like one of the soccer games. We haven't been to the new stadium yet, so I think that would be fun to go do. Other than that, I just want them to experience like all the different food options there are down here. Like I said, go to Jack Brown's. Love Jack Brown's. Yeah, I want them to kind of have the experience of having that like city life.
Yeah.
And kind of like just have that complete 360 from where we're from. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how they'll react to it because I mean we do live far enough away where
I
it's
think
not
they're
like,
going to be better acclimated than we were. Like I think we did well because we were just thrown into living in the city because that's where we moved. Yeah. Whereas like they're moving down into Smyrna, which I don't want to say Smyrna's a small town because it's not. Like it's still bigger than where we're from and like local places, but I think it'll be better for them because they'll be able to adjust and they're not always going to have to be in city traffic and they're not always going to have, well, I mean, Travis will have to drive to it or through it every morning, but it's not like you're not in the city. You're just driving around everything. Whereas when we first moved here, we were driving through the city pretty consistently. Yeah. So I think that'll be a more smoother adjustment for them over time. Yeah. Just because I don't think that they would do well if we just throw them into it, if that makes sense.
Right. And I think, like, even for like me and you, like we can all start going do some more things, like go down to like Chattanooga for like a hike or something, or go over to Franklin and just do whatever, or get into going to do more car shows, or just
Chattanooga, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck
there's
that
like
shit. That's too fucking far away.
No. It's not even that far.
It's like 2 hours. Why would I drive 2 hours? Anything I can do here?
No. There's like hiking trails and waterfalls and all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, and we can go do it, and we can bring the dogs.
I'm not bringing the dogs anywhere. If we have 4 people in a car, we're not bringing 2 dogs as well.
Why not?
Because all of us have sedans.
We can bring 2 cars.
No.
Anyway, but I think that would be fun to go do. Yeah, I think it just, like, at first I want them to get here acclimated and just kind of comfortable being, like, here in the house. And, I mean, I have 2 days to kind of get the house ready for all of them and make sure the rooms are
Yeah, I mean, it's
good
pretty much ready. You just got to finish cleaning the house.
Yeah.
I mean, just, like, trying to make it as clean as possible for when they come.
Yeah, go grocery
it's only
shopping.
Gonna get worse.
Yeah, and I think just trying to make it as clean as possible, try to get everything done, get their rooms set up so that they can just kind of like just put their stuff down and just not really worry about anything and start like buying things that they would need for when they get their own place, because I mean, I imagine they're going to be with us for a couple months, maybe less, maybe more, which I'm fine with whatever, but I want them to be able to feel like this is obviously their house. I talk with my hands, leave me alone. I want them to feel like this is their house as well. So I want them to be comfortable and then to start exploring and doing things. So.
Yeah.
And then Travis starts work on Wednesday. After they get here. He's going to be coming to work with me. He's going to be my new maintenance tech at Octave is what it's called. And then TJ, he's getting into landscaping, I think.
I think that's what he said. I mean, I'm not really sure. He hasn't really confirmed nor denied that since we last spoke about it.
I think he's still pretty open about whatever he's going to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, I really just want to get into, like, all the stuff that we're interested into. Yeah. Like, I know TJ loves the golf. I'm really excited to actually start doing that. And, like, Kate, my new boss, and, like,
we can
Ben.
Bring him to Topgolf.
Yeah, that's the plan for Tuesday. Oh. Is to bring him to Topgolf because it's Half Price Tuesday, and it's their last day before they start their job. But, like, can you stop spinning, bro? Like, you keep moving me. I really want to, like, get into golfing more, and, like, my new boss, Kate, and her husband, Ben, like, they golf all the time, so, like, we have people we could go with them. Travis, really into cars, and there's a lot of basketball leagues, and I want to do a softball league with them, but I haven't heard back from the Smyrna Softball League, but I want to do a team, and I think that'd be fucking sick. Yeah. We've talked about that on the podcast, but really what I'm excited for is to, like, start flipping cars and stuff, and just fucking be able to hang out outside, grill, and have fires, and just have the old gang back together, and really just, like, have garage moments, you know what I mean? Like, just work on cars, flip them, and I pretty much have everything other than OBD2 scanner at this point that we would need to do, like, small stuff, and if we need to do big stuff, we can always buy tools and stuff at the time, but I don't know. I just think it'd be really fun cool to do. Like, I think it's something they'd really enjoy. I know TJ's into cars. He just doesn't know much. And Travis and me are really into cars and know a little. So I think it'd just be a cool experience to be able to do those little things, or even just buy a car instead of flipping and just fucking soup it up for no fucking reason and just have a hoon. A hoon wagon. A hoon. And I think that'd be fucking dope. I think that'd be super fucking fun. We've been going to a ton of car shows lately, and I really want to go to a car show this Saturday, but I think that'd just be too much in the morning to go and do. But the following weekend is Nashville Cars and Coffee, again, at the Super Speedway. So
when's that Nationals thing that you sent me?
That's in May sometime, I think. Okay. But Nashville Cars and Coffee, the big one that we went to, is the following Saturday, not this one, the next one. It's the first Saturday of April, or first Saturday of every month, really. But I'm really excited to take them to that. I think they'll really enjoy it. It's fun. It's a nice morning event, and you still have your whole day, and we can wake up, we can clean the cars, and just have a good fucking time. And I think they'll really enjoy that. I think that's something that'll be a great experience for them, especially, like, I really just get a car and then either flip it or just fucking modify it for no fucking reason and flip another one or whatever. I just think it'd be fucking cool to just take a piece of shit car and make it fun and bomb around town all the fucking time in it. Especially just because Nashville, I think, has a really good car culture. Just from what I've seen, like when we lived in Eastside, they always had car meets down in the Nissan Stadium parking lot.
Yep.
And there's car shows like every weekend in mid-Tennessee. I think that'd just be really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But you won't let me fucking buy any cars.
No, it's not that I won't let you. It's that we need to get the money to buy a car.
We
and
have
then have
the
the
money.
money to fix it. What'd you say?
We have the money to buy a beater.
I mean, I'd like to have a little bit more money than just...
Well, that's fucking lame.
Oh, sorry.
And I mean, really, like, just getting them introduced to, like, a lot of the food places down here. Because, I mean, I don't know about TJ and Travis, but, like, there was so much food down here that I had never tried just from living there. Like, I didn't like Chinese food. And I still really don't, but, like, just random Chinese places are really nice. Like, they have really nice Thai food, like Hawkers, Jack Brown's.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really, in my opinion, there's not a place like that near us, or at least that I experienced up there, that had something
like,
that was Jack
hibachi,
Brown.
but-
No, like Jack
yeah.
Brown's even like
Oh, well, Jack Brown's,
places like
yeah.
that. There's not even a place like Jack Brown's that
No.
is up there, or
It's only
even
like Italian food, and which is... I love Italian
yeah,
food.
me too. But I want something different. Like I don't want just
There's a lot
pasta.
of Mexican places down here. a lot
Like
of food
genuine
trucks.
Mexican places, yeah. Like really good fucking food trucks,
Yeah.
H&S Bagels. Like
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's so many options that you never have to go to fast food. Yeah, it's sometimes a little bit cheaper, but most of the time, like the street taco trucks are cheaper. Like you can, I don't know. I think they're gonna be really intrigued with the food places. Like when Anthony was here, a couple weeks ago, was the night of the Super Bowl? No, it was the following party that we had after the Super Bowl. That he was like, everybody claimed like the food was great here, and I've never just been overly impressed with the food. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I mean, not every place is gonna be great, obviously, but like
What place was it?
no, he said in general, like since he's moved here, everybody talked about how great the food was in Nashville, and since he's moved here, he's never been overly impressed with the food, like, culture. And, like, maybe it's just a fat kid in me, like, you know what I mean, that just loves most of the places that we go to.
And I think it's, compared to what we had growing up, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, and I
think
mean,
it's
I get
great.
his argument for seafood. I mean, he grew up in Alaska, so that's a little bit different, but
Seafood, but
I just...
think everything else is pretty good. Like, they have a lot of
I
different
mean, yeah,
options
we've had
and-
bad places to eat, don't
Oh,
get me
of
wrong.
course.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they're, I mean, miles above. Where did we go? Frank Sinatra's. Like, that was
That was nice.
next fucking level
Yeah.
from anything I've probably ever had. I mean, char, really good.
Char's really good. I like char.
I mean, I stand by that there's probably nothing better on this planet than an A&W cheeseburger, but, like, Jack Brown's is up there. Like, Jack Brown's is really good. Yeah, it's an expensive ass, like, just specialty burger. It's $8 and it's small, but it's good. Like, I've never left Jack Brown's hungry.
No.
And it's just one burger, fries, and sometimes we get a fried Oreo.
Yeah.
Like, I've never left there and been like, I need more food
Yeah. No, I've
for
always
the
been...
for the amount we pay. What we
fine.
went last time, I had a beer and two, Jack and Cokes. You had a beer. Did you have no? You had a Sprite and vodka.
Yeah. I didn't have anything else.
Or a vodka and Sprite, excuse me. And then we each had a burger and fries, and JP had 2 beers and a burger and fry, and we each had an Oreo, and we were out of there, less than $150?
Yeah. Something like that.
Not, I
think
don't
it
even think it was,
120,
yeah,
but
I don't
with
even
the
think it
tip,
was that
like
much.
150.
But,
Something like that.
you know what I mean? Like, we left, and we were not necessarily full, but did not need to eat, and it was good food, great beer, great atmosphere there. Frank Sinatra's, again, beautiful place, like,
Yeah.
it's not someplace we'd go often or very rarely, you know what I mean? But it's a nice restaurant, and just most of the bars have decent food. Like, I don't really know where he was coming from with that, but I'm excited for them to get introduced to like that
Yeah.
type of culture. I think them moving down here is going to be awesome for them, because I think Travis and TJ are going to find new passions
Yep.
for a lot of things.
Yep. They're gonna realize they like things that maybe they didn't like before, or
Especially because they're not going to have outside influences. I mean, yeah, they'll have us or like some of the people they meet, but it's not going to be like people telling them not to try something
Right.
or
It's
not to
gonna
do
be all
something
for
or not to go
themselves.
anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
they're going to be an adult for, I don't want to say the first time in their life, because they've obviously both have been through a lot. They're both grown-ass men. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say, but they're going to be on their own, quote-unquote,
Right.
for the first time, and I think it's going to make them realize, like, how much they haven't experienced and how much they like certain things that they've either never tried or have tried and didn't like.
Yeah.
Regardless of food, like hobbies, whatever. I just, like, gaming for me has only grown since we moved here.
Yeah.
Cars has really become huge for me. Barbecuing. I mean, I always wanted to make barbecue sauce when I was young, but, like, I never anticipated it would turn into this, or me getting into grilling or anything like that. And just the passion I have for that, the passion I have for really everything since we moved here. I've just taken everything and just, like, I fucking love this. The things that I found, I've just turned that into a passion. And I still love sports. Like, that's still my baby, but all these other things that I can do every day at home and still enjoy because I chose not to be a mechanic, or I chose to not that I chose to not be in the sports world, but I'm not in that profession, or get out of the car business to do what I'm doing now, so I have more time to focus on what I'm passionate about, has just been huge. And I think it'll help Travis and TJ as well, just getting out of the loser mentality environment that I think surrounds up there with a lot of people. I think it'll be really good for them.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people up back home, they don't realize, like, what they say, and because you just sit there and listen to everything that they say, and it's kind of like a poor me, like,
Woe is me, I can't get out of
Yeah.
here, I'm stuck here, this is the reason. And, like, granted, there are valid excuses for still being up there, and I'm not saying everybody should leave, because that's not the truth. But when you surround yourself with people that believe they're stuck and that they can't do anything, it only makes your mentality worse.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer, and I've always said positivity breeds positivity, and positivity breeds success. Like, that kills everybody I know up there. Everybody that I love and hold dear is affected by everybody else, because it's woe is me bullshit all the fucking time. And maybe that's just my mentality of it. Maybe that's just what I've seen. But, I mean, I don't hear anybody from here saying, I want to go back home.
No.
Like, my buddy Mike, he's going back home, and I know he doesn't want to, but he has to for certain reasons.
Yep.
And I just don't know anybody that has gotten out of there and then was like, no, this was the worst mistake of my life, regardless of where they went. Yeah, maybe there's people, but it's not always sunshine and rainbows, and I don't want to say that because it's not.
Yeah.
And it's not always
Tough.
green down here, if that makes sense. And it's going to be fucking hard, but, like, fuck that. At least you're trying. Like, at least you're doing something.
Yeah.
We didn't leave up there because we fucking hated it and we wanted to get away from everybody and all this other shit that people say that we left up there for. We left because we wanted to pursue our careers.
Yep.
Am I in that career field? No. But moving down here has been one of the best life choices I've ever made, and one of the best choices I think we could have made was to just get here. Not leave everybody or leave there, but to come here, because it's given us so much more opportunity, and we've had so much more growth in the last three and a half years that we've been here than I think we had in our last 4 there in college. And I loved college. College was great for us. I recommend college for everybody. I think it's a great experience. Everybody should at least try a semester, but I learned a lot there.
Yeah.
But the experience I've had here in the last 3.5 years, I would not have gotten in the last 3.5 at home.
Yeah.
Would not have grown as much as I have as a person if I stayed or we stayed there.
And I feel like if we did stay home, I feel like you wouldn't be as happy as you are now. I mean, like, I know it's hard being down here, especially, like, by ourselves and all that, but, like, I feel like you would have been even...
Where's that rubber band at? Oh, it's
know.
still on the ground.
I feel like you would have been even
I thought that's what you had.
more, like, feeling like you're stuck there and you're not doing anything. So I think...
Well, yeah, just because the option for jobs, like, when I was back home,
it's not
I
a
never
lot.
sat there and thought, like, I'd be driving an hour to work every day.
Yeah.
But an hour to work every day up there is, I'm quite literally driving 45, 60 miles here, an hour to work, yeah, it can be that. Like right
Yeah.
now, I'm driving 30 miles a day and it takes me 40 minutes. You drive to work, it's 16 miles and it's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, if I was home, I would not want to drive 45 minutes because I'd be driving 45 minutes to fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go to Albany, but who the fuck wants to go to Albany?
Yeah. No. Nobody does.
I've never heard one person say, yeah, I'm moving to Albany, or I can't wait to be in Albany this weekend. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know Nashville is super touristy. It's not the safest either, and all this other shit, but the opportunity here is just insane for anything, whether it be jobs, creativity, music, like whatever.
Yeah.
I have more friends that have moved from up there to here,
Yeah.
or from somewhere else that they moved to now here,
Yeah.
than
Even if we're not friends with them, just people that we know or like.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, people that I grew up with have moved here in the time frame that we've been here, or pretty much everybody we know other than JP, Tiffany, Ryan.
Ricky and Aaron.
They're from California.
Oh,
They grew up in
never
California
mind.
until they were like 4 or 5.
Never mind.
Which, granted, like that was out of their control when they moved here. But like pretty much everybody we know here is from somewhere else,
Yeah.
and that's also the reason why people are leaving Nashville. Like, everybody from here is leaving
Yeah.
here. Same thing with California and New York, I'm sure. But we aren't coming here to ruin the place. And everybody I've met that's moved here isn't trying to change Nashville.
Yeah.
They're coming here to live in Nashville for what it has now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's corporate businesses and all that shit that are trying to change it, but like,
They're just trying to.
we're
profit.
staying here because we want what was offered.
Yeah.
I want to live in Tennessee for the foreseeable future. Do I want to own a home in New York? Yeah, because I want to be able to travel there and have a place to stay and own land and have maybe retire up there, whatever. But
Yeah.
like, I don't foresee us leaving Tennessee permanently for a long time.
No.
And I don't, unless something happens, like, this is where we plan to be.
Yeah, I don't plan on going back home. I've thought about it maybe like when we have kids and stuff like that, but even then, like, I want them to like grow up here. And the main reason why I'd want to go back home whenever we have kids is just because our family's there. But I
Yeah,
mean,
like, I want to have kids up there to go to Mayfield to experience like what I experienced, because
Right.
I had a really good experience in high school. I wouldn't say I was a popular kid by any means, because I definitely fucking wasn't, and I'm sure a lot of people didn't like me, but I was known by everyone for
Yeah.
being that guy. Like, I don't think very highly of myself, but when I was in high school, I still didn't think highly of myself, but everyone knew who I was. Yes, that's in part because it's a small town, but when I was in 7th grade, everybody in upperclassmen knew who I was.
yeah,
Just because of my sisters and whatever, and the way I think I project and present myself. I don't think there's very many people out there that have a bad image of me, and I'm thankful for that. I think that's just how I hold myself.
yeah.
But I want my kids to experience a small town high school and be able to play athletics and not have to like worry about shit, and just grow up on a lake in
Yeah.
that town in the summer. But as soon as they graduate high school, get the fuck out. Like, go anywhere but here, because like, we're dipping.
Yeah.
Like, I just, as an established adult, or unless you start your own business up there, there's nothing there
Yeah.
for me or kids that are growing up, or I think a lot of people that are our age, between the ages of 20 and 30, there's nothing in Fulton County right now for anyone unless they start their own business.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I think you're right. And even just like going back to moving up there, say when we have kids, to have them have school there. I mean, that's ultimately what I want, but it's also like thinking of it in our perspectives, like what job are we going to have up there?
Yeah.
Because I love the company I work with. I love my position and I love what I'm doing. So if we were to move up there, there's nothing there. Like,
Yeah.
I would have to do a whole career change.
Yeah, but where you're at now, like, once you have the manager title, I mean, it doesn't just apply to where you're at. Like,
Right, but
you
still.
could get into hospitality anywhere. And I know you love what you do, but I'm just saying, like, you could go anywhere. Like, the experience
Yeah.
I have now in sales and leasing and with a college degree, like, I could get a job anywhere I need to. With my experience in the car business, working on cars, like, I know I could get a job anywhere I needed to back home. But that doesn't mean that's what I want to do, and that doesn't mean, like, that's what you're passionate about and what you want to do. It's really just... I'm not trying to shit on our hometown, guys. That's not what I'm trying to do, because I love that place. It'll always be home and forever be where family is. But it's hard to sit back and think, like, what anybody is going to do for a job that they absolutely fucking love and make great money at in that county.
Yeah. I mean, even when people come in and, like, you know, when you're touring someone, you have to get to know them and you talk a little bit about yourself. Like, I'd say I'm always from upstate New York. I grew up in a small town. I graduated with, like, 62 kids.
Yeah.
Like, I say, like, lived down in Nashville for over 3 years now, and I wouldn't move back. And they're always, like, shocked. Like, why wouldn't you move back? And it's just because there's just nothing in the area. Like, I'd have to drive 45 minutes to an hour to just do what I want to do.
But see, like, a lot of me misses, like, just how quaint it was and how small it is, and I can just go to the lake or go hang out with friends and just relax and have free time.
Yeah.
But like, think about how many things we've experienced down here that we would have never experienced if we didn't come here, for one.
Yeah.
And two, like, hanging out with friends down here is so much more than just getting together. Like, it doesn't have to be going out and spending money by any means. It doesn't have to be going out to dinner, going to Topgolf, going to car shows, whatever. But, like, you hear more stories than just the people you hang out with talking shit about who they saw, or
this person's doing drugs now.
Yeah, like,
getting arrested.
Yeah, like, I don't care. Like, I have always said on this podcast, I've always been upfront to everybody I've ever spoke with. I tell you this all the time, like, I don't care. If you think about telling me something about your day, you are a little bit different. Obviously, like, we talk, but, like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I want to know what's going on in your life, yes, but I don't care what Jim Bob is doing in fucking Walmart, like, as he's bumping fucking heroin in the fitness or the fitting room. Like,
now, see, I like hearing about that stuff because I like the drama.
like, I just don't care about that type of shit. I don't want to be involved in it because it doesn't make me better. If anything, it holds me back. Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, we've met so many people from all over, and I know you meet people up there, whatever, but I just can't imagine having stayed there and not experiencing the growth that we've had.
I mean, even when I'm touring people, I tell them, I wouldn't move back, but that doesn't mean I don't want to go visit. Like, I tell them all the time, it's a beautiful place. Like, I grew up on the lake.
I tell people to visit all the time. Like, hey,
like,
if you're going to go. Like, go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just stay.
Yeah. Well,
stay
that's
anywhere.
What I tell them. I tell them, like, go to the lake, drive up Route 30, especially in the fall time when the leaves are changing. Just, like, it's a beautiful area. And I definitely recommend visiting at least one time, whether it's where we grew up in, like, the Saginaw area,
like
Lake
fucking
George, Saratoga, like
northern, like the North Country, like there's so much. This isn't us trying to shit. We know there's shit to do. We know that it's a beautiful place. We know that, and we tell people that. Trust me, we tell people to go up there because it's so awesome. Yeah. But I just cannot fathom not coming here and not experiencing what we've experienced. Yeah. And moving away isn't for everybody.
No.
I know it's not, but I can't speak highly enough about the experience like we've had, and I think that's what has really driven Travis and TJ to come down here is they've seen, like, what it can be. Yeah. Regardless of if it's here or somewhere else. If it doesn't work out here, it doesn't work out here. See, Shauna's a great example. She went to Florida. It didn't work out. She's in Georgia. Who knows if it's going to work out? Like, you can always go home. Yeah. You can't always leave.
Yeah, like, that's what I was just going to say is, like, I take comfort in knowing, like, if this one day just doesn't work out, say I lose my job and we need to move, like, I can always go back home. Yeah. Like, I can always go back because that's where family is. I can find a job doing something. Like, I can always go back. But having the experiences down here, it just doesn't make me want to go back because I know I can't have those same experiences.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, finding, like, things that we've been passionate about. And I mean, I don't know about you, but the things that I've become more and more passionate about, like, I've discovered my love for, like, F1, for barbecuing, for golf. If we didn't come here, I would have never known that I liked golf because I would have never just went out. And I wouldn't have traveled to go to Top Golf. Like finding those loves, reigniting my love for cars and being outdoors and just doing things with my hands. Like I don't think I would have ever had that. Yeah, maybe the car thing, but I don't think I would have fallen more in love with sports or being in a city or being around a city and I've never been to New York City ever, and I want to go now more than I ever have. I never used to want to go. I used to hate thinking about the city because it's like, no, that'll never be me. And I wouldn't say I'm a city person now because I'm not. Like, I still would rather be on a 100-acre ranch, sure, but I like the convenience of being able to go and do fucking things when I want to do them without having to drive 6 hours to go to New York City or to go to Albany or Syracuse or Utica or, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like it's more of like a convenience thing at this point. It's just like everything's so close.
Yeah.
And we can get there within 20 minutes, whereas back home it's 45 minutes to an hour. And it's like down here, that's my goal, is to buy a house on land and actually do things in our own land. Like we definitely won't be able to get 100 acres because that's going to be like $1 billion. But
actually, there's 50 acres for sale in Rutherford County,
really?
Like really close to here. Guess how much they want for it? It was like $36 million. Yeah, dude. I was like, I'll pull it up. I swear to God.
For 50 acres?
Yeah,
that's insane. That's insane. But that's what I want. I want to be able to have a house with a bunch of land and be able to do whatever we want on it and get your cars, have them on the land, and just.
Where I searched.
No, you're in Alabama.
Sorry, I'll pull it up. Why? Clear filters. What the fuck? Alright, maybe it wasn't on here that I saw.
Was it?
Huh?
No, never mind.
No, hold on. Where the fuck did I see that? Maybe it was.
Zillow?
I don't think it was on Zillow though. It had to have been on Zillow. Yeah, definitely was. Where the fuck is it?
Do a filter for just land.
I know, but I could have swore it was like in Smyrna. Price minimum 30, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
there it
mil.
is.
I knew it was, like it's close. Like this is us.
Oh yeah, look
This
at that.
is
That's
us.
like
This
right
is
over
literally like 5 seconds away.
For
Look
50 acres.
50 acres. It's 30 mil. 35 million.
That's insane.
I mean, it's like solid land though. Look.
Yeah, I mean it's good land.
I mean, it's
do
not
they-
developed, but like that's a road. That's a road. We can pull this up. Let's pull this up on Google
do they want to
Maps.
just sell like a 5-acre spot?
I wish. So it's basically
It's like
this
right
whole
there.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, that like whole thing right there.
It was literally a farm. Yeah. So this is all in it. You get buildings.
Oh.
This was a farm. Look at all the hay bales.
Oh yeah. You wanna buy it?
Look at it. You get all that.
For
all those
35
buildings.
million?
I wonder why they didn't include the buildings in it. Because you literally get this block.
Yeah, I see that.
That's fire.
If
I had 35 milli, bro, I'd drop it right now.
Oh yeah.
100%. Drop it. And I just can't believe how close it is to us. Like, we're here. I know they can't see this, but I mean,
It's like three roads
it's
away.
3 blocks. Yeah, it's 3 blocks from us.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
That'd be real nice.
50 acres for 36 milli vanillis.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just dropping 36 mil on that?
No, but
Me either. Like, would you buy that land if you had 35 million?
Yeah.
Just like, no, like some business investor, right?
What's that one over there?
37 mil?
5 beds, 4 bath? Jesus.
Yeah, but how many acres does it have? Oh, shit. 749 acres, baby. Yes, sir.
For $37 million, that's a way better deal than the other one.
Yeah. And there's already a house.
Perfect.
This one's in Dick Suck for 33. It doesn't say how many.
You got part of the road, too. You own part of the road.
The property is 35 miles from Nashville Central Business District.
There you go.
Yeah, but how big is it?
You own part of
And you get
840.
like a lake. Yeah, you literally own 840. That's dope. You literally own 840.
You think we can get a loan?
I used to drive past this every day. Because
Yeah.
that's I-40. That's the merger.
Yeah.
So like 2 miles from this is the exit for Beeman Ford. This one's 65 milli. 383 acres.
Damn.
But that's a house, bruh.
That's a nice house.
That's a unit right there. 10,000 square foot house.
That's a lot of cleaning.
Built in 2018. Damn, who the fuck built this? Holy shit. All right, let's take off the 30 mil here. Anyways, yeah, so I wouldn't trade like what we've done for the world, to be honest. I mean, it would take a lot for me to go back. It would take an extraordinary circumstance.
Like having
to
kids
get here.
or... But still, even like having kids, like...
I don't know if
I
I
don't
would.
want them to
yeah.
grow up in like the schools down here because the schools down here have like 100
sit
kids
closer?
per
You're pretty quiet.
graduating class. You know?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you
Oh,
said.
okay. But
I don't know
like,
if they heard because.
Oh, well, the classes down here, like this high schools have like 100, 150 kids per graduating class, and like I don't want them.
But that's not even that
to
big.
be
Like
in
Gloversville had like 600 or some shit. I'm sure.
Nuh-uh.
I know
600?
Utica, like where Gozy went, I think he had like 600 kids.
Yeah.
And that's 45 minutes west.
Yeah, but that's
So
a
I'm
lot.
sure classes here have like 3,000 in their high school.
That's a lot. I want them to have that like small town feel that we had. Whether it's we have to move farther south or I don't know. I feel like the Smyrna High School right down the street isn't that big. I feel like that'd be a good spot, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. But that's a long time away. But
So far.
it's so far.
Who knows? Anyways,
Who knows?
I mean, do you have anything else to say? Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about? Pretty much talked about everything.
I don't think I really have anything else to talk about. I'm just excited for them to finally get down here.
Me too.
I'm excited to kind of like start that new journey.
What the fuck you say it like that for?
Because I feel like every time, I just feel like that's like corny to say. So
Nah, I think this is like their first step towards like true adulthood. Like,
yeah. It's definitely going to be rough, but I'm happy that we're here to help them
and I
with
feel
it.
like we just made them nervous, like, in all the shit that we said in the beginning, like, hey, you're going to realize, like, a lot of shit about yourself, and you're going to realize a lot of shit about up there, and you're going to figure out what you really like, and you're going to basically be a true, like, adult for the first time, and I know they have been through a lot, and they already are true adults. I'm not trying to take that away from anybody, like, that just sounds bad, but
They're gonna be on
I
their
don't
own.
know how else to word it, like, you are truly...
They're going to be
like,
by
on your
themselves
own,
and on their own, trying to figure it out for themselves. And I'm just happy that, you know, we're going to be here for them because, I mean, we didn't really have anybody here for us besides Beth and Elvis. But we didn't live with Beth and Elvis.
Yeah, and they lived an hour away.
Yeah. So they were there if we ever needed them. But for them, like, we're going to be here. Like, we're going to show them everything. And, you know.
Anyways. All right, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Travis and TJ, if you're listening, good luck. Drive safe. I love you. Everybody else, get fucked. Just kidding. We'll see you all in the next one.